Welcome back to College Hill Farm. Well, here we are. We finally got killing frost. It got down, we actually had a freeze. It got down to 23 degrees here on the homestead. And it's killed all my sweet potato vines. Now down the center of this right here is where the sweet potatoes are. There's a row there. And the very first thing you want to do is I take my bush hog and I set it low. And remember, we only planted one row of sweet potatoes this year, so that's all I'm harvesting. I know this video will come out late, all the way in the winter, okay? Because I'm working on so many projects at once that I just don't have time to do the editing that I need to do. And as it cools down, I'll get caught up on my editing, but this probably won't come out till December, so that's where I'm at. I can't help it. It's just what it is. But it'll give you a little gardening to see in the winter. Okay, so I'm going to get the bush hog. You set it down real low so that it almost skins the top of the soil. Then when you then that leaves room so your plow doesn't get hung on everything out there, and there's not a big bunch of gunk on your plow. So I'm going to get down through here and bush hog this. Then I'll put on the plow. I'm not going to show you. You've seen me put on the potato plow. I don't know at the times, so I'm not going to show that. I'm just going to put it on and come back and then plow. But let's do this. Okay, what I want to do now is set my plow so that it goes down under the potatoes and throws them out. The way it's set right now, it's going to be down like this and pushing them. I want them to go down under the potatoes. So I'm going to start turning this, and that will cause the plow to go down. This is called the top length, by the way, and I've got an adjustable top length. Now, if I go too far, the plow won't dig. But you want to go far enough so that it goes down in the dirt and digs in and goes under the potatoes and pulls them out and throws them out on top of the ground. That's the purpose. And I think that's far enough. Well, my nut's stuck. I'm not going to worry about it. It'll be fine like that. And you'll notice there's a little play. I leave a little play in it because what happens is it can ride to the right or left if it hits a rock or that kind of thing. That means I have to plow twice sometimes, but it also means it doesn't bog my tractor down. So now I'm going to put you where you can look as I go down the row and see if I got any taters. Now I don't know if you can see them down through there, but it looks like we've got a few, and I've got some white ones and some of the others. I was in hopes that were some of the white ones made it out of the bed, but I wasn't sure. So now I'm going to show you how we pick them up. Now if you follow the channel, you know that I just can't go down through here and pick these up. My back won't let me do that. So I use a 5-gallon bucket and a grabber. And what you can do is you can reach down with a grabber, pick up a potato, and just drop it in the bucket. That way there's no bending over. And then once I get all of them that I can see, I'll plow back through and do it again. So yeah, let's get to picking these up. Okay, I got it done. 100-foot row of sweet potatoes. I estimate there's about 190 pounds of sweet potatoes there. It doesn't make 200, I'm sure. This bucket completely full is about 230 pounds when it's sweet potatoes. So probably about 190 pounds of sweet potatoes on a 100-foot row. Now this is about all the sweet potatoes me and Crystal will want for a year, and have plenty of seed potatoes left back for the spring to make our beds with. Also, while I was out here, I went ahead and grabbed some seed corn. This is yellow hickory king. I plant a yellow variety and a white variety. This year I planted the yellow variety. There it is. It's a real big kernel. See if I can get some of these started coming off here. You wait for them to dry in the field, and then you harvest them. Now there's the kernels. I dropped one. Okay, they're good size. They're about as big as a dime. Now I've got a bunch of these. Let me put you up here where I can see you. Okay, I've got a bunch of these, and you never want to harvest 1 or 2 cobs. Probably 2 cobs would be all I'd need for next year. But you never want to harvest 1 or 2 cobs. You want to harvest 10 or 12, 14. Because you want that genetic diversity, okay, from plant to plant. It's all about sustainability. Now, this corn I can save seed from. I can't save seed from that super sweet corn. Now, I went to a seed swap the other day, and I was looking for an heirloom sweet corn. We planted Golden Cross Bantam when I was a kid, and even though it says cross, it's still an heirloom. It's not a hybrid. It's just a cross. But now, what am I going to do with the sweet potatoes? Well, I'm going to take these sweet potatoes and I'm going to lay them out on a tarp today, and they will dry in the sun. They ranged, see, that's a That's a big old sweet potato. That's a white one. And then there were some red ones that were huge, like that. But now this year I damaged more than I usually damage. They were not as deep in the ground, so when I ran the bush hog over them, it cut a lot of the heads off. So I was a little aggravated at that, but they'll grow a skin over them and they'll be just fine. I've never had problems with sweet potatoes rotting, and always sweet potatoes put out more than my Irish potatoes. Now I was ciphering in my head. Now I spent probably about 30 cents worth of tractor gas, or maybe 50 cents worth of tractor gas, keeping this area straightened up and plowing it to begin with, and hilling it. And maybe $1. Let's say $1. That'll make it easier. $1 is worth. I didn't use nowhere near a quarter of a gallon of diesel, but we'll do that. We'll say $1. Then I used about $1.50 worth of fertilizer, so $2.50. So my sets are free. It's just labor. Because I bed my own sweet potatoes, you can do that too. Just watch. My sets were free, so I've got $2.50 into 190 pounds of potatoes, of edible food. 190 pounds. 2-point-something cents a pound. You can't buy that at the store. Now, if you like this stuff, this homesteading, do-it-yourself kind of thing, be certain to come on out to the channel and subscribe. We do this homesteading stuff every week, sometimes once, sometimes 5 videos. Just depends on what's going on in the homestead that week. Now, if you hit the little bell right here when you come to the channel, it'll notify you when we upload a video. We upload on Sunday, Tuesday, and Thursday. Now, with that being said, it's time for me to get back over here and start putting the roof on the tractor shed.